Clap.
No.
Supergirl.
I was saying to a friend at work. Sorry, I was saying to a friend at work. I feel like it would not surprise me if we see some sort of bullshit thing, because really we've not seen anything negative too much about the DC universe. Like, it's all been quite positive. I feel like there's like a joke in there where it's like, oh, DC gone woke because they cast Millie out. Like, it's stupid. Like, obviously, do you get what I mean? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like reverse humor, I guess, backwards humor.
Very so much like us.
Funny. I just found that very funny in my head when I heard it, when I like thinking to myself at work. I'm like, do you know what? They will no matter what, they will spin it and go, oh, that's fucking woke. That what? Because they cast a girl from Superwoman.
No, but
that's what I think it is.
One thing I do want to say though, before we start talking about
quite low.
Before we start talking about Millie Alcock getting the role of Supergirl, is just because we're happy about. Well, I know I'm happy about it. Just quick check, Kyle, are you happy about this casting?
Yeah.
Right. Just because we're happy about this casting doesn't mean we hate Sasha Calle as Supergirl. I love Sasha Calle as Supergirl, and I would have been 100% happy to see her return. That's not the story James Gunn's telling. She's not going to fit into the story James Gunn's telling. Fair enough. Guess what? We've got another great actress in Millie Alcock to play Supergirl in his DC universe. And yeah, obviously a small sample size for us to 5 episodes of House of the Dragon we've seen her in. Obviously she's done other things. But we stated last time when the 3 contenders came up who it could possibly be to play Supergirl. We was both saying we want Millie to get it because she was so good in her role as Rhaenyra that the person who came up to play Rhaenyra after Millie had a hard battle to try and win some fans over. It's like, look, I'm older Rhaenyra, because Millie was so perfect in the role. Clearly, I can see Supergirl already in a face. You don't really need a face for Supergirl. Well, you need a face, obviously. You can't have your face, like, blown off. Or they can CGI it these days. Who knows? But I really do see Millie as Supergirl. I think she's going to be great at it. And to me, it shows me that, no, they're going for someone a bit younger. But the story's also going to be about this piece of Krypton that's been blown off. And it's floating in space. So quite a darker story as well.
See, I'm really curious now because we're getting a lot of casting news for this, and just going to the opposite side of the spectrum, I guess you could say, is where the fuck is the news for Marvel? I feel like DC is taking the helm of all these casting announcements and things like that.
Well, no, so Marvel's got a big one coming up, and that's the Fantastic Four, and that's going to be their big casting, which we know is locked in. I think they're just waiting for the right time to announce it. But all their upcoming projects have already got. Because we've been waiting so long for them, and there's been delays and rewrites and stuff ain't coming out until next year now. All their upcoming projects we've got the cast for, and some of them we've had the cast for, and the people have been cast since. Like, look at Thunderbolts, for example. Fucking Sebastian Stan has been Bucky Barnes since 2011. So that's all these upcoming projects with Marvel have already got the cast kind of filled. We'll hear about a villain here and there. Maybe.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's just I suppose they are starting a fresh, new universe. So
yeah, so literally everything's news right now in this universe. Everything. But yeah, do you think that she's been cast now? Do you think she might have an appearance in Superman Legacy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Supergirl, if all goes well and they find a director, will start shooting this year.
Well, great, fine. I just think she will definitely most likely show up. Maybe not like a big role. Maybe it's like
this film's already packed already, and we're going to talk about it a bit more later down in the show. I I think it'd be too many people, but I definitely think a post-credit scene.
Well, I mean, even just like she's in the start of the film or something like that, and I don't know, maybe she helps to get Kal-El.
I think the story they want to tell with Supergirl wouldn't make sense to have her in the beginning. I think she needs to come in later in the story.
Who knows what they're doing? I mean, it's James Gunn. He's able to bring a fresh take onto a story. So
we say this all the time, but isn't James Gunn great? This rumor was out there. All the trades were reporting it, and then James Gunn just put out. I don't think he uses Twitter. It's Threads. I think he uses. I use nothing like that, so I'm sorry. He uses Threads, and he got straight on there. He's like, "Yep, this is true. Welcome Millie to the DC family." And then Millie's got on, and she said stuff about, "I'm gonna, thanks James for trusting me with Kara and Supergirl." So, yeah, James is great that he'll come out and confirm stuff right away, and deny stuff as well. But no, casting I'm very happy with. Another thing I think people might be annoyed about is, though, the actress who was running against Millie. I know there were 3 of them. One of them dropped out because they said there wasn't going to screen test. And the other one running against... Yeah, I know. And the other one running against Millie was Meg Donnelly. And she'd already voiced Supergirl a couple of times. So I see maybe a couple of the fans of the animated stuff going, oh, being a bit annoyed about that. And DC does do great animated stuff. But I still think this was the best choice. Yeah.
I agree.
You agree. You concur. Should I punch myself in the head one more time,
no.
Alright. Don't want brain damage, after all. Imagine I'd have CTE by the end of the show. Anyway.